Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go in MUT Ultimate Team. This taken in at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Right back to Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, Lynch dances by him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. An inside run with Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lynch up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Steps away. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. Touchdown! Keyshawn Johnson, 46 yards. And the Shamrocks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First down, the run with Lynch. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out to his left. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Here we go on fourth. Herbert rolling to his right. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A partner they'd already intercepted, and that time he was trying to extend the play, getting outside the pocket. A costly interception as it's returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, it felt to me like he was trying to do just a bit too much on that play, and you and I both know from experience in watching. Sometimes it's better to take the sack or maybe run for a short gain rather than force a risky throw. He tried it, did not work out well for him at all.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Darren Waller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try the middle with Lynch, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Herbert now. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They go up the middle with Lynch. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no... The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. This is Brown going up the middle. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now here's whistles and another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly.
Good game, bro. Good game, bro.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half.
Hey, my boy Andrews, you charged, boy. Come on. Send the invite, gang. Let me get to my screen, man. Boy Smooth, shout out my boy Smooth, man.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaughan.
I'm
This
sure,
has been a
man.
presentation
You the man guy or something?
on EA Sports. For
What's
more,
duos,
log on
man?
to
You talking about with a teammate?
EASports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
I ain't got no project play on duos. I find somebody though. Oh, you talking about what we gonna be on team? Hold on, bro. Let me get out there so you can send me the invite. Yeah, bro. Hold on.
I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of colored dice.
So what we gonna be
Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends.
Alright, gang, send me the invite.